You in the city, man. You better perform that old young boy. Bro.
Footage of O-Block YNs attacking YoungBoy and making him cancel his show in Chicago is going viral. After thinking he could come to Chicago and diss King Von in his home court, he would find out why they really call the O-Block YNs Get Back Gang. But before we get into that, let's talk about how this whole O-Block and 4K Trey beef started in the first place. To really understand why the O-Blockians did what they did, you have to understand where O-Block came from and why NBA YoungBoy's name carries so much weight when it collides with theirs. Origins of O-Block and YoungBoy. When you talk about hip-hop's deadliest blocks, one name always comes up: O-Block.
It's me, JC and Buck, play with us, you put his body in the truck, then we take him to the dump. And they know we play for keeps, and they know that we ain't sweep. Grab a broom, we finna sweep. O-Block finna clean the streets. Boy, you better grab a heat or get put up on a T. Put your name back, RIP.
Officially known as Parkway Gardens, this housing project sits on the south side of Chicago, right off 64th and King Drive. To outsiders, it looks like just another set of low-income apartments. But to the rap world, it's a landmark some say is the most infamous block in America. O-Block wasn't always called that. The name came after the murder of a young man named O.D. Perry in 2011. He was just 20 years old, one of the most well-known members of the Black Disciples set in the area. When rival gang members allegedly took his life, the neighborhood immortalized him by renaming Parkway Gardens O-Block in his honor. And from that point forward, the name carried weight. As Chicago's drill scene exploded, O-Block became its face. Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Fredo Santana. These weren't just rappers, they were young men putting their block on the world stage. Their music was raw, unfiltered, and straight from the trenches. When Keef dropped Love Sosa and I Don't Like, millions of kids across America heard about O-Block for the first time. It wasn't just music, it was survival, violence, and loyalty packaged into 3-minute tracks. The block quickly gained a reputation, a place where brothers were lost to gun violence, but also a place where loyalty meant everything. For better or worse, O-Block was now a brand. Rise of King Von and Lil Durk's OTF. If Chief Keef put O-Block on the map, King Von made sure the world never forgot it. Von was the definition of the block's energy. Charismatic, street certified, and unafraid to tell you exactly what life was like growing up there. His Crazy Story series wasn't just music, it was modern-day street folklore. Every line felt like he was pulling you into a scene, showing you the play-by-play of robberies, shootouts, and survival. But Von wasn't alone. He had Lil Durk. Durk had been grinding since the early drill days, slowly building his OTF, Only the Family brand. While Von gave O-Block its sharpest voice, Durk gave it reach. By the late 2010s, Durk had transformed from a local drill artist into a mainstream rap star, collaborating with Drake, Future, and others. But even with all that success, he never stopped repping O-Block. This is why Von and Durk together were dangerous. Von's raw energy paired with Durk's mainstream platform turned O-Block from a Chicago block into an international story, and their loyalty was solid. Durk called Von his brother, his twin. When Von blew up, he blew up under the OTF umbrella. To diss Von or O-Block wasn't just dissing one man, it meant going against the entire OTF movement. NBA YoungBoy, Baton Rouge's wild card.
Smoking dope with the demons. Now I'm blowing up. Private number, call my phone, say that I'ma kill you. I keep it with me, pull up on me, and shit gon' get wicked. All this shit these niggas doing, I swear that I don't feel them.
While O-Block was cementing itself in Chicago, another storm was brewing hundreds of miles away in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. His name, Kentrell Gaulden, better known as NBA YoungBoy. YoungBoy's childhood was straight chaos. His father was sentenced to 55 years in prison, leaving him to be raised mostly by his grandmother. By the time he was a teenager, YB was already in and out of juvenile detention, but through the madness, he found music as his escape. By 2016, his 38 Baby mixtape caught fire. His raspy voice, aggressive delivery, and unpolished energy reminded fans of early drill, but with a southern twist. YB didn't rap about luxury cars and champagne. He rapped about shootouts, paranoia, baby mama drama, and pain, and fans connected. What made YoungBoy different was his authenticity. He wasn't trying to be industry polished. He dropped mixtapes like other rappers posted tweets, and with each release, His cult following grew stronger. Soon, a meme started spreading online, YoungBoy Better. It didn't matter who dropped an album, fans would flood the comments with YoungBoy Better, turning him into the most polarized.
Yo guys, my name is Jeff and make sure you drop a comment about this situation, NBA YoungBoy. About this situation, make sure you drop your comment, guys. Please show support and make sure you turn on notification bell for more video reaction. Let's get it together and let's see how come.
Rising rapper of his generation, but along with the fame came endless drama, arrests, beefs, probation violations, and more. If O Block's reputation was about loyalty and violence, YoungBoy's was about chaos and unpredictability. He became the South's wild card. On paper, O Block and YoungBoy couldn't be more different. One was a Chicago housing project, the other a rapper from Baton Rouge. But in reality, they were eerily similar. Both came from environments where survival wasn't guaranteed. Both built reputations off raw, uncut storytelling, and both turned pain into power. This is what made their eventual clash so dangerous. Neither side was built to back down. O Block thrived on loyalty and retaliation. YoungBoy thrived on never folding to pressure. Put those two forces on a collision course and you don't get peace, you get war. Quando Rondo versus King Von, The Spark.
Yeah, Rick and Sean.
Yo, listen careful. This video creep and make sure you drop a comment. Oh shit, man. Listen.
According to GBI, rapper King Von and his group were at Opium nightclub before making their way here to Monaco Hookah Lounge, then to the parking lot where chaos ensued.
Uh-oh. Watch careful with this clip, guys. Watch careful.
The spark that lit the fire came on November 6, 2020 in Atlanta. King Von and Quando Rondo, one of YoungBoy's close affiliates, crossed paths outside a nightclub. Surveillance footage showed Von approaching Rondo and swinging. Within seconds, chaos erupted. Shots rang out. Lil Tim, a close associate of Quando, pulled the trigger. King Von was killed on the spot. For O Block, it was devastating. Their rising star, their storyteller, their brother was gone. And even though YoungBoy wasn't physically there that night, the streets and the internet tied him to it instantly. Quando was his artist, his guy. In their eyes, Von's blood was on YoungBoy's hands. Fallout. Internet and streets react. The aftermath was ugly. Fans flooded timelines with blame. Memes and narratives painted the situation as bigger than just Von and Rondo. It became OTF versus NBA. O Block versus YoungBoy. Lil Durk channeled his grief into music, dropping subtle but sharp bars aimed at Quando and YoungBoy's camp. Songs like Backdoor. And later collabs with artists like Lil Baby carried an unspoken message. Von wasn't forgotten and the beef wasn't over. Meanwhile, YoungBoy stayed his usual unpredictable self. At times, he ignored the talk. At other times, he fed the flames with subliminals. The divide grew. What started as a personal fight in Atlanta turned into one of the most infamous rivalries in modern rap. Foreshadow a collision course. Here's why this matters for today. O Block has a legacy of defending its name no matter the cost. YoungBoy has a legacy of never backing down no matter the odds. So when YB announced his tour with a date locked in for Chicago on September 24th, fans didn't just see another concert. They saw two histories colliding. O Block's pain, YoungBoy's defiance. A rivalry years in the making, now heading straight for the stage. And while O Block carried the weight of Von's legacy on their shoulders, across the map, YoungBoy was sharpening his own blade using music, social media, and now his nationwide tour as a weapon aimed directly at Durk and anyone standing with him. Which brings us to the next chapter, the tour that's got Chicago holding its breath. YoungBoy's tour and his relentless disses. As YoungBoy gears up for his nationwide tour, fans notice something right away. This isn't just a regular run of shows. Every stop, every announcement, every post feels like it carries an undertone of war. And the most dangerous date circled on the calendar? September 24th in Chicago. Now let's be clear, YoungBoy hasn't exactly gone silent about how he feels about Durk, O Block, or anybody tied to them. If anything, he's doubled down. Whether it's on Wax or on Instagram, YB has been sending out shots that make this tour feel less like a music celebration and more like a declaration of dominance. Take his song Bring the Hook, for example, where he rapped, and then this Squid Game, O Block pack, gets rolled up. That bar alone turned O Block's name into national headlines, and he hasn't walked it back. If anything, every time people expect YoungBoy to calm down, he finds a way to push the button again. And it's not just the music. Throughout this year, YB's social media antics have been fueling the fire. He's been posting cryptic captions, dropping photos with loaded messages, and even rocking green bandanas, something fans link directly to his Never Broke Again movement and its ongoing tension with OTF. At the same time, Lil Durk has been doing his own part to keep the rivalry alive. From subtle jabs on his 7220 project to not-so-subtle lines during live performances, the back and forth hasn't slowed down. And the fan bases, they're just as locked in. Scroll through any comment section when Durk or YoungBoy post, and it feels like a digital battleground. Now here's where things get even more tense. YoungBoy didn't just announce random cities for his tour, he specifically locked in Chicago. And to the outside world, that might look normal. After all, Chicago is one of the biggest rap markets in America. But for anybody who knows the history, it's almost like
Yo, make sure you drop a comment, guys. Please make sure you drop a comment about this situation, about the NBA YoungBoy. And make sure you turn on notification bell for more video reaction. Subscribe now, guys. Show support. Let's see how come.
YB picked that stop on purpose, as if to say, yeah, I'll come right to your backyard. The announcement alone sparked a wave of reactions. Some fans were hyped to finally see YB live, but others, they immediately pointed out the danger. Chicago isn't neutral territory for YoungBoy. It's home base for Durk, for OTF, and most importantly, for O Block. And let's not forget, YB has a track record of turning concerts into statements. Whether it's walking out dripped in bulletproof gear or using stage visuals to send subliminal shots, his shows are never just about music. They're about messages. And in this case, the message is crystal clear. He's not backing down from O Block, from Durk, or from anybody standing in his way. So as the tour inches closer, one question hangs heavy in the air. Is September 24th gonna be just another YoungBoy show, or the night all this internet smoke finally spills into reality? Because while YB is sending shots from the stage, O Block isn't just sitting back watching. In fact, some of their members are claiming they'll be right there in the building, and that's where this story takes a dark turn. The threats, the VIP passes, and the online chatter. When news of YoungBoy's Chicago stop broke, it didn't take long for O Block affiliates to start talking, and they weren't whispering about it either.
Yo, guys, make sure you drop a comment, guys, about this situation. NBA YoungBoy canceling his show in Chicago. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you drop your opinion. Let's curious.
On Instagram Live, in comment sections, in street interviews, you had members openly saying they weren't just gonna let YoungBoy come through their backyard untouched. One O Block YN member even went viral for claiming, "We bought VIP passes to the show." Now, whether that was trolling or a real move, that's what had the internet going crazy. Because if you know the history between YB and O Block, those words aren't just entertainment, they sound like a setup waiting to happen. The chatter didn't stop there. Multiple O Block affiliates hinted at welcoming YoungBoy when he lands in the city. Others reposted memes mocking the idea of him actually performing in Chicago without incident. And soon, fan pages, blogs, and YouTube channels picked up the story, amplifying every word until the whole situation looked bigger than it really might be. And that's the scary part. It doesn't take much for online talk to spill over into real-life consequences. A single IG live, a few screenshots, and suddenly, thousands of fans are convinced O Block has a plan in place for September 24th. Meanwhile, O Block's reputation is fueling the hype. For years, the block has been painted as one of the deadliest hoods in America. Documentaries, drill music, and social media all solidified the idea that if there's one place you don't want to test your luck, it's there. So when their affiliates openly talk about pulling up on YB, fans don't just brush it off, they believe it. At the same time, YoungBoy's supporters are firing back, saying O Block is bluffing, that they're just chasing clout off YB's name. Some even argue there's no way anybody would risk making a move inside a high-security concert venue. But others point out that hip-hop history is full of shows that turned violent. from backstage brawls to shootouts in the parking lot. The debate got so loud, fans started questioning the safety of the show itself. Will security even allow YB to perform in Chicago without heavy reinforcements?
Yeah,
Will the venue
good question
increase
for
police presence?
fans.
Or will the fear of something happening lead to the show being canceled altogether? The uncertainty is what's making this whole thing viral, because even though the concert hasn't happened yet, the storyline feels like it's already being written in real time. YoungBoy's enemies circling, his fans defending, and everybody else waiting to see if the talk turns into action. And that's what brings us to the final countdown. With September 24th creeping closer, the city of Chicago feels like it's holding its breath. Is this gonna be the riskiest concert of the year? Or the biggest bluff O-Block ever pulled? Countdown to September 24th. Explosion or bluff? Now here's where things get dangerous. September 24th isn't just another concert date. For most fans, it's circled in their heads like a boxing match waiting to happen. Because when YoungBoy put Chicago on his tour stop list, it wasn't just about music, it was about stepping right into enemy territory. Social media hasn't let this slide. Some fans are hyping it.
Yo, to be honest, for me, young boy, Chicago is a bad press for NBA young boy. So, what do you think about your opinion? Make sure you drop a comment. What do you think about the NBA young boy counseling show in Chicago? Make sure you drop a comment, see, and make sure you write, share, and subscribe now. Turn on notification bell. Uh, let's see together what's happened.
It as the ultimate showdown, comparing it to when 50 Cent dared Ja Rule to meet him on stage back in the day. Others are saying this is all smoke and mirrors, that O-Block wouldn't actually risk everything by trying something in front of thousands of cameras. But then you've got the darker side of the chatter. Screenshots of supposed O-Block affiliates claiming they already got VIP tickets. Tweets floating around warning that it's gonna be up if YB really touched that stage. Even if half of this is cap, just the idea of it has created one of the most tense countdowns the rap game has seen in years. And YoungBoy, he hasn't exactly cooled things down. Instead of avoiding the fire, he's been throwing gas on it, dissing Durk in songs mid-tour, posting cryptic messages online, and letting it be known he's not ducking anybody. That attitude is exactly why fans think September 24th could turn into either the biggest W of his career or a moment that goes horribly wrong. And let's not forget the bigger picture. Chicago police are not blind to this. Security is guaranteed to be insane that night. Metal detectors, undercover officers, maybe even feds in the crowd. Because if anything goes down, it's not just a rap beef anymore. It becomes national news, another headline about violence in hip-hop. So the question
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you drop a comment, guys. Make sure you drop a comment. Your opinion. Make sure you drop a comment, and make sure you turn on notification bell for more video action. And now let's see together what the fans saying on a comment, guys. Cheryl say you are a real monitor. Oh shit, man. Amav say a lot of people lost their life in Oblok, and they know of a lot of people. You thought you could go into the woods after talking stuff about Von and however, was hard hater from Oblok. They coming for that backside. If we say something bad about his home, must there are shooting come from people talking bad about one of the Oblok member. Uh-oh. Yo, guys, make sure you subscribe now, guys. Show support, guys. Show support, guys, please. Another say, leave that boy alone. It's his setup and step they down. Help him. Down he help him. The undercover let him down show and they make him money. Yeah, for sure. Guys, make sure you subscribe now, guys, please. Another says stop playing Condorando and Lil Team Ghost Raid. Okay, okay. Guys, make sure subscribe now, guys. Please show support, guys. Make sure subscribe now, guys. Please show support, guys. And make sure you drop your opinion about the NBA YoungBoy to cancel Shaw in Chicago. Make sure you drop your opinion. Why canceling Shaw Chicago? Because uh, beef or block or what? Make sure you drop a comment or drop your opinion or what you suggest to NBA YoungBoy show. Yo, make sure you drop a comment, guys. Let's see another comment. What are the people are saying on the NBA YoungBoy to cancel show in Chicago? Another says there are another says the people at the United Center did the right thing. All money and good money protect your business. Oh shit, man. Nasky West say Chicago is a risk in itself. More the capital of US also has some of the most strict gun law. Oh yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. Yo guys, make sure you drop a comment, guys, please. Another say Chicago's a backdoor capital. You don't think they got people work at the Vino? Yo shit, man. Yo guys, make sure you subscribe, guys. Make sure you drop your opinion for more video. Make sure you show support, guys, please. Another say nothing was gonna happen at the United Center, but one the way to end from another story. Yeah, for sure, for sure, bro, for sure. Yo guys, make sure you subscribe now, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe now, guys. Show support, guys. Another say Bobby Titanic say if the Chicago gangster even ran about cars, they have to cancel all NBA show. Oh shit, that is shit, bro. Don't repeat again. Yo guys, make sure you subscribe now, guys. Please show support, guys. Some more video reaction, guys. Please. Make sure you subscribe, guys, for more video reaction, please. Please, guys, make sure you drop a comment. Okay, thank you. My name is Jeff Gel, and welcome to another video reaction. And thank you, guys. Show support. Thank you.